Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia, Chapter 281. I know it's a day early because this might just be the new thing. It could flip-flop between Saturdays and Sundays depending on when a translation is available. And yeah, so just kind of expect this going forward. And yeah, let's have some fun with this chapter. Last time, Ashido nearly got killed by Giganto, but then Kurashima came in and saved her, redeeming himself for his past inactions. So that was a great moment. Then they broke off his freaking jaw. Like, what the hell? Like, just realizing how much of a rock the man is. He's got like a mountain range on his back, so what do you expect? But, you know. And then the end where we went back to the main battlefield and everything. So, yeah. Where does that leave us for this chapter? Who is this? A hero is one who abandons their family for the sake of society. Oh, is that Tomura's father? It might be. Yep. So we're still there. Okay. He's hiding in the shadows. Manual. I still don't like that name. Why is that his name? Adjust your water flow accordingly. We've got to finish this up quick. Ugh. Okay, so they've still got him obviously under erasure and everything, so that's obviously good, but you know, with the shadows and stuff as it's mentioning, it's like, which shadows? Like what shadows? He can't use his quirks, so I guess it's like the dust that's kicking up more than anything. But yeah, Gran Torino is on the ground. What'd you say? Oh, the title is Plus Ultra. Okay. He's getting up. Heroes have been pretending to protect society. How many times in the past, throughout multiple generations, have you turned a blind eye to things you couldn't protect, or silently swept the filth of society under the rug? It's been building up so fervorously. Yes, that's it. When it gets hyphenated, it really throws me off. But okay, and we got Endeavor, Bakugo, and Deku kind of staring him down. Okay, I mean, he is true, because like the fact went after everything went down in his childhood, like no one wanted to, you know, be like, ugh, this kid's bloody, he's dirty. It's like, let's not involve ourselves there. I bet if he wasn't covered in blood, people would have helped him. Like, he just needed, you know, someone to take care of him after the trauma that his own powers caused him, along with the trauma that he already had prior to that. So it's like, he's just a trauma layer, you know. So he needed some therapy, warm meal, and a nice place to stay. I think it would have done him well. But yeah. And the next page is showing the that scene, really. It's like where he's just walking past all the people that could have done something that might have changed the whole course of his life. So soon a hero or a police officer or someone will come help you. Old lady, you were the first to interact with him and you didn't do shit. The resulting rot emanates from within, and decay ensues. It's the small accumulation of this rot. The trash, coddled by being protected all the time. It's like society just kind of like being the way it is, and now he's just a picture of like the heroes helping during disasters, the role players who only serve to spoil a meek society. No, most of them are just trying to, one, make a living for themselves, and also to help people. Sometimes in the opposite other, you know, way around, but still. Yeah, yeah, like most people that become heroes, that's what they do. They're trying to help people. They're not trying to, coddle anything or, you know, serve the spoil, as he calls it. The destruction that will ensue is merely the result of all the reckless grandstanding you've accumulated. That's how the muck gets cast out. That's how they break and retaliate. That's how it loops back again and again and again. Simple, right? And Deku's probably gonna scream in his face, "It's not like that!" Okay, no, he's breaking down. It looks like he's screaming to the heavens now. And this is Shigaraki who's doing that. You don't need to understand. In fact, you're incapable of understanding. I mean, I guess that line would make sense because it's like he's talking about how society has essentially just been cycling itself into this mess that it's presently at, which some of that is true. Others, it's just his warped mind that's created some of the philosophy, but there is some truth to what he says. And because it happens in the real world. Like, some people just don't want to involve themselves with other people's problems, even though they could have a very positive impact on someone else's life. But it's like, nope, there's domestic abuse over there. Nope, I ain't getting involved. You just call the cops, and then one of the spouses ends up, just ends up dead, and you did shit. Yeah, it happens, people. And then, a crying child looking for help, like Tomura here. No, some people don't help. Because they're like, oh, his mom or dad or a police officer will show up, and sometimes it doesn't. Then God knows what happens to them. It's quite sickening. But him piling on like the whole hero aspect, like that's unique to this, so it's possibly true. But it's only coming from him. We don't necessarily see it so much in other characters. I guess Stain is one of them, but he did it in a different way. That's the dichotomy of, dichotomy of heroes and villains. And Endeavor's just like, fuck that, fire! I'll burn the trash and the rot away if I have to. Thanks for your monologue, but you are already dead. Oh, he jumped into the air. That's... Ooh, that's a spooky face he got there. Ooh. How is he able to move? Well, damn, Gran Torino's like, shut up, little brat, and just kind of like slams into his back. Todoroki's firepower has fallen tremendously. Has he exhausted himself from his moves? Probably. It's the problem with his overheat, is that it does weaken him over time, and that's why he usually just does a big output at the beginning, so that he can neutralize the threat and then have time to cool off, just iron fist your way through kind of deal, it's just, no, that doesn't make sense, does it? But, just like doing really powerful maneuvers in the hopes that it resolves the issue. What? Did you just throw him or what? I can't tell. This guy should be on his last legs too, but his movements are even faster. Oh god, he got Trina. Oh! Gran Torino has, might have permanent damage to his left leg now. Okay, Endeavor looks like he's about to fire off some kind of attack, and Bakugo's flying in there, and Deku's just kind of going like, Gran Torino! And even Aizawa's just kind of like, shit. My powers aren't enough to, stop his inhuman capabilities, Okay, and he just slammed Torino on the ground. That kind of face, is that Shimura? Or Shimura. Ugh. I haven't said his last name in a while. I guess I messed it up. Okay. Who? Oh, this is when his father was a kid and yeah, and Nana was leaving him in the care of someone else. Oh, and Gran Torino was actually there watching the whole time. Okay. I've made sure he can't be tracked down through the family registry. If he discovers the existence of Kotaro, then he's certainly going to try to exploit that. Probably. I'm actually kind of wondering, like, how long has she had One for All? When, like, was that after she was pregnant and had a kid? Because, like, how were you a superhero when you were pregnant? You know, like, wouldn't people realize when a hero just kind of, like, goes into the shadows for a while and then comes back and was like, okay, I'm ready to, have the good fight again? It was like, well, I wonder how that worked out. I never had a child. He doesn't exist. Torahiko. I never had... Sorahiko. That name's not from... And I said Toro. I am stupid. Is that... What? Where is that name coming from? Heroes hurt their own families just to help complete strangers. Dad told me that. Shimura. Or Shimura. Blah. Why can't I say that name right this week? Our choice was... And now it's like he was embracing her that day when, like, I guess she just finally just couldn't hold in the emotions anymore. And now he is now being crushed under the force of Tomura. Good Lord. How strong is this man? Oh, and Deku couldn't stand it anymore. He's like, ah! Ugh. He's just kind of like staring at him. It's like, my opponent comes. Power. Which also, the thing is like, wasn't it in the last chapter, like, it seemed like, All for One was, kind of taking over Tomura's mind? Or was that just me thinking that? Right? I mean, it would make more sense, right? To how he lived as long as he has. Because, like, surely there would be more people out there with longevity quirks or something if that were to be the case. Because, like, presumably he's lived for well over 100 years at this point. 200-300 years it kind of seemed like, based on, how, who knows. But it would always seem like it was in present day. So it's hard to really judge how long he's been alive. But surely we would have known people that had longevity quirks and whatnot, and he probably couldn't have gathered all of them to accumulate them into a monster immortality quirk. So, or maybe he did. He did have quite the connections and everything, so who knows. But yeah, where was I going with this? I just, my brain. So, like, wouldn't that make more sense that he would transfer his consciousness over to a new body, maybe remodel it to be more like his old self, his original self, and, kind of the Orochimaru kind of deal, But who knows? Maybe that was only a glimpse of that happening last chapter. Power. Don't rush out there, Deku. And, he's using Black Whip. Interesting, but it didn't do anything because there's Tomura just running past both him and Bakugo. He's become a lot faster. Oh shit, he's going for Aizawa, which, to be honest, it's a wonder he hadn't done that already, but I guess they were holding him back. But he does seem to be getting more powerful, on a physical level as time goes by. Oh, shit. Ryukyu just comes flying in and it's like, no, you little bastard. Gonna go. uh, Ryukyu. Grr. I think he punched her hand? What? Oh, shit. I think he's about to flip her or break her arm off or something. I'm losing stamina. My body. Shigaraki! Okay, so Deku's just like, no, hold him still, Ryukyu. I'm going to... Grr. To be honest, I'm a little surprised that Deku's this angry. I don't think he was like this, like, even when he was fighting, Overhaul. So, like, I mean, he was angry, but the way he seemingly is going about his manner of attack, it seems more like he's trying to kill Shigaraki more than he's trying to, incapacitate him. I can't forgive the likes of you. I don't forgive any of you. Okay. And, he elbowed Deku. Okay. I was like, what the hell is going on there? Okay. Damn. That hit hard because now he's coughing up blood. Convert this rage into power. Wait. Is that one of the previous users saying that? So, is that one of the powers? I bet that's probably the power of one of the first two users, right? That would be awesome, like having a Hulk style rage empowerment kind of thing. The more rage you feel, the stronger you get. Hold him tight, Black Whip. Maintain that exact position, Deku. Okay, so here comes Endeavor. One more hit. Squeeze it out. Okay, so he is probably at his limit if he's... That's where the title's coming in. Is we're going plus ultra because it's like, okay, we're straining everything he's gotten to this last attack in the hopes that it'll finally take down Tomura, which probably not going to happen, to be honest, right? He's really just basically been the build-up since the very beginning of the series that he's going to be the main villain. Especially after we found out about One for All, or All for One. I hate the title. The names really needed not to be this way because it just, you mess it up too much. So yeah, once he was kind of taken out of the picture, kind of, still alive, but is he a threat? It's hard to really say. I mean, he laughs in the damn Tartarus prison all the damn time, so it's really hard to know what he's aware of on the outside world. Or is he just a crazy old man? Who knows? Probably both. Probably both. I mean, he's done horrible things. But anyway, okay, so, what the... it's hard to tell what some of these panels are. Okay, Deku's still holding on. And Ryukyu kind of looks like she's gripping them. Maybe? It's hard to really tell. Because one panel looks one way and the other... They still don't know. I've got this. Wait, what? Oh, shit. He's still got them damn vials with the other corks in them. Oh, wait, those aren't the... No, those are the frickin' Quark Annihilation bullets. Because we're seeing Eerie. So it's like, it has to be that. Yeah. Damn. That's bad. Actually, what happens to Deku if a bullet was used on him? Because, technically he has 9, or what was it? I forget. It's not 9. 7 quarks in all. You have the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, and then the last 2. So 9. Yeah, 7 quarks. basically. So yeah, like, he has all these quirks, but, like, could you just annihilate one of them? Or does it annihilate all of them? Because they are all tethered together. Like, is it like, if you use Black Whip, for instance, when he got hit, it's like the active one. So then does it just get annihilated kind of deal? I don't know. But that would be interesting to know. It would be horrific to see, but at least we would have an answer, I guess. But yeah, so that has to be a Quark annihilation. Yeah. Because otherwise, why show Erie right now of all times? It's just kind of strange. But overall, pretty good chapter. I mean, he's Tomura is reaffirming, like, his whole purpose of why he's been doing what he's been doing. He's finally telling the heroes why, all of this has to be done, essentially. So it's like, because society has kind of just been, coddled, as he said. And it's like all the rot and everything has just kind of been building up because they don't do anything about the hardships and the destruction that certain things cause. And it's just built up over so much time. Like, all of Hero Society has probably been going on for well over a century now. But it's like, so that's a lot of people that have been affected by things. And it just keeps accumulating until finally he's like, the dam is finally breaking, and I'm the one who's about to break the wall. Ba-boom! And then it just, like, he decays the dam, and metaphorical, but, still. So yeah. This obviously isn't the end of him, because he has the Quark Annihilation Bullet. He'll probably use it on Endeavor, if anybody. Because I don't think he's going to use it on Deku, because it would be, unless it takes away one of Deku's quirks and not all of them, that would make more sense if it's going to be used on him. But I could see him trying to use it on Deku, and then Endeavor's like, wait, what the hell is that? And then he just realizes, like, wait, that's an annihilation serum or whatever, because it's in a vial. It's not really a bullet, but he's going to try and take away his power. And it's like, I can't let that happen. I must stop him. And then in the process of trying to do it, he loses his power. And, so that could be interesting if that plays out that way. But, I guess we'll have to wait and see, of course. Didn't see anything about a break, so not on break, which is good. But yeah. Oh boy. Too many people are getting injured, and it's like, I think Aizawa needs to kind of start backing up a little bit, because, like, they're doing the best they can to hold him off. But it's like, he's got multiple vials, so could he possibly hit more than one person? Like, could he maybe lob one at Aizawa and it breaks on impact and it takes away his erasure? And possibly splatters on the two that are supporting him? It's like, that could be bad. I mean, how much does it take to affect a person? Right? Probably doesn't take much. I mean, if it's a really minute amount, it maybe doesn't affect them as heavily. It just, negates their quirk for a while until it works its way out of the system. But if it's a full-on dose, it's basically the whole, Mirio situation where it's now just gone. So, I don't know. Would have to wait and find out. But, like I said, I think the whole Endeavor thing is going to play out probably in the next chapter, because, like, it's his last going at trying to attack. So, this would be his, like, shining moment to, like, nail the hit, but then he still gets hit with the annihilation drug, and then he loses his quirk. So, but yeah, let me know what you think of this chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so that you can stay in the loop for my content and also have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings, things are going to get worse before they get any better in this series. And I'm up for it.